Hey guys, it's Ernesto and welcome back to yet another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a great day. So today we're going to be talking about building portraits in crappy locations. Now, this particular location that I shot this image in was, to date, was the crappiest location that I ever shot in. Now, this was a tractor trailer. It was an abandoned tractor trailer that was parked in a parking lot. And one day I was driving by and I noticed this tractor trailer and I decided to go check it out. And I thought it would have been a great location for the concept that we were trying to accomplish for this photo shoot, which was broken but not destroyed. That was the whole theme, broken but not destroyed. So I chose it and we got there. It was during the day, but when we got into the tractor trailer, it was a little bit dark in there. Okay, so I knew I had to add artificial light in to help light the subject. Okay, so I knew that going in that I needed to do that. So I brought lights to help with that. So the light that I brought was an LM chrome light. That was the first light that I decided to set up. Now that light I put behind my subject and I took a test shot, and the test shot is what you're seeing on the screen right now. So with that test shot, it helped me to understand that this environment is not being lit really well. Forgetting the subject for a minute, but the environment itself wasn't being lit properly, in the sense that I wasn't really enjoying the light temperature that was in this environment. Like the light was lighting up too much of the tractor trailer. So I needed to fix that. And I needed to change the color temperature of the light. So what ended up happening is I had a battery pack on that LM chrome light, and the battery pack ended up dying with the test that I was doing, which was not that much. It probably was like 10 shots and the light died. So I had to get a speed light. So I happened to have like 2 speed lights, and then the assistant that I had, I think she also had a 3rd speed light. So we ended up utilizing 3 speed lights on this particular shoot. And I'll explain how I utilize all 3 of them in a minute. As I mentioned in the previous videos, there's three things that I look at when I'm trying to create a portrait. The first thing is light. The second thing is the pose, and then the third thing is the composition. So those are the 3 pillars that help build the foundation to create portraits for me. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, that's pretty much the method that I use to help build a portrait. So going back to the light that I was talking about. Now with the light, I know that I had to do something about the light because I wasn't really enjoying it. So given that the LM chrome light died, I had to introduce a speed light. Now the speed light, I was having the same challenge as far as the light just lighting up too much of the tractor trailer. So what I decided to do was I said, okay, if it's gonna light up the tractor trailer, let me at least add some mood to it by putting a CTO gel on that light. So I put a CTO gel on the backlight to help, add some mood. And then I took a test shot, and I was really enjoying how that was impacting the whole entire environment, when it's just bouncing off of those the metal walls in the tractor trailer, and it was just creating a nice atmosphere, and I really liked that. The second thing was now introducing the model again. So I introduced the model and I took a test shot. Now, by taking a test shot, I noticed that the model was also a little bit underexposed because she was being backlit, right? So that made sense. So I said, okay, there's another light that I need to introduce here. So in previous videos, I talked about complementary colors. Now, I introduced that CTO gel, which is orange, and I decided to say, okay, maybe I need the complementary color for orange, which is blue. So I introduced another speed light, which is off the camera left, and that light was gelled with blue, okay? And I don't remember the settings that I had on either one of these lights, so if you ask me, I don't know, I don't remember. But when you're working with lights, you basically put it and test it to taste to make sure it works for, you know, the image that you're trying to create. So not every settings that I have in an image you could probably go and use and repeat in yours. So I don't remember, so apologies for that. I don't remember what the settings were. But in any case, the light setup was, one light was behind the subject, the other light was off the camera left, that one was gelled with blue. So I took a test shot, and I really like how those two lights were complementing each other in the image on the subject. The one problem I had was I didn't have a main light in this shot. So now I had to introduce a third light. And that third light was the main light, and that was off to camera left, like next to me, basically. It was like right next to me. And that light was hitting the subject, and that light didn't have any gels at all. It was just hitting the subject directly. And those were the three lights that I had set up for this particular image. And those three lights really add the atmosphere and help transform this crappy location into something that looked like a nightclub, or, you know, something other than a tractor trailer. So the next step in my process is the pose. Now, I was extremely lucky with respect to this model because I didn't have to pose her at all. She was amazing. Every time I clicked on the shutter, she was just giving me a different pose, which was awesome. And we just work off of each other like that throughout the entire shoot, which was great. So from a posing perspective, I had to do nothing. It was all her, okay? So the only thing I had to focus on now, which is the last step in my process, and that is my composition. Now I had a choice here, which was to either include or not include the light stand and the light in this image. My choice was to include the light stand and the light. Now in post, I could have easily removed that light stand, but I chose to keep it in there because I felt like it added to the story a little bit, as far as maybe it could be a nightclub, or it could, it could be like one of those DJ stands that has all those lights on it. So I figured that maybe it could play into that. I don't know if anybody bought it, but maybe it could play into that. So that's why I chose to leave that in there. So with the light, the pose, and the composition, all those things help to transform what was once a crappy location into something that looks nothing like a tractor trailer. So that was my process in creating this particular image. And I hope my story of how I helped to transform this crappy location into this final image helps you guys in your journey. Again, like I said, this is just my personal story and my perspective only. I'm sure others may go about approaching a crappy location in a different method. And, I'll be happy to hear all those methods or see it, because you could always learn from other folks. So, but this was my journey. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Please share this video with your friends and family. And lastly, guys, if you got this far in this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.